everyone, Thermal Mike. And if you're like me building a fresh PC and you want to take in the View for all your hard work, then I recommend taking a look at the View 27 by Thermaltake. The new View 27 here is a mid-tower chassis that supports up to ATX motherboard solutions and offers an extraordinary window where you'll get full viewing angle from the top all the way down through the side. The View 27 also offers great cooling options for proper fitment up to a 360 radiator in the front and offers a full power supply cover that goes end to end across the bottom of the chassis. There's some great storage options, and last but not least, there's also a fitment place for your graphics card, so you can mount it vertically there, and especially if you're going to team that up with a water block, it gives a great eye-catching exposure for anybody looking to see your system and or just for you to be able to show off your own hard work to yourself. So let's dive into the View 27 and see what it's all about. The new Thermaltake View 27 is our mid-tower chassis with a unique gull-wing window design. I have here our MSI Gaming Pro Carbon motherboard, and we'll get the I/O shield installed first, and then we'll move on here to the motherboard, getting it placed and secured into our View 27 chassis. Again, this is an ATX form factor motherboard, so you can fit up to full-size ATX motherboards with ease, as well as options for micro and mini ITX motherboard solutions as well. Once we have our motherboard secured, we'll go ahead and move forward to storage. View 27 offers plenty of storage options with 3 SSD mounts against the motherboard wall towards the front interior side with proper pass-through holes for cable management. On the back, there's an additional SSD mount hidden behind the motherboard, as well as 2 3.5 2.5 HDD SSD tray mounts in the bottom. The cooling options on the View 27, I'm going to be using our Pacific R 360mm slimline radiator, and I've already mounted 3 120mm TT premium ring fans to one side. We'll go ahead and we'll take our radiator and we'll install it into our View 27, and then put the additional fans for a push-pull configuration later. The View 27 offers a unique panel that's removable, allowing you to fit up to a 360mm radiator passing through and down into the power supply cover. Before we install our radiator, we'll first remove our front panel here, so that way we can take our fans and secure it to the other side of the radiator to set up our push-pull configuration. Using the screws that come with our radiator fans, we'll make it real easy to secure all 3 fans to it, and then once you have them set up, line up your radiator properly for your tubing before securing your 3 fans and your radiator to the chassis. Now that we have our radiator secured to the View 27, you'll see our 3 fans. You'll see that we'll have a push-pull configuration, giving some nice fresh air coming into the chassis, and those TT Premium cables are real nice with the extra length. Moving forward with the graphics card, we have our GTX 1080 graphics card that we're going to be mounting vertically thanks to the mounting options that the View 27 has to offer. You can also mount the card traditionally, plugging directly into the motherboard as well if you'd like to. For this, I'd like to introduce our new TT Premium riser cable. This riser cable is sold separately, as the View 27 does not come with any riser cable, but we do have this cable coming out for the holiday season, which has improved protection, stability, and performance. And as you can see here, it's also very flexible as well, and it shouldn't cause any issues for users looking to get this cool look with a vertical mount. Make sure that prior to installing your graphics card, you do unlock the clip that's on the back here that secures the graphics card. We'll go ahead and we'll take our graphics card and we'll secure it down into our riser cable and then get it secured into our View 27. Now, routing power cables is real easy in the View 27 thanks to plenty of pass-through options for our 24-pin, our PCI Express to allow it to plug directly into our graphics card, passing down through our full power supply cover and giving it a nice, clean look. We're also going to add in our TT Mod sleeve extension cables that will give it a nice treatment to the system as well, as we're going to be going with a green and black theme here for the build. With these cable extensions, it also adds some additional length, and you get some cool cable combs as well, so that way those cables look all nice and clean, just like a professionally done cable setup system. And they're real easy to use and are compatible with just about any power supply on the market. For the last component in our build, we're going to be using our PR15 D5 pump. This will allow us to push coolant into our GPU block, then go into our CPU block to cool our CPU, then into our radiator, being cooled by our push-pull configuration, back into our reservoir. First, we'll want to go ahead and install that front panel back onto our View 27 to get it all closed up. And then, of course, I have our opaque green coolant. We're going to be using this coolant here for the build, and boy does it give a nice presentation with the bright green, solid opaque look that we're looking for with this coolant for this build. Now for the fun part. The View 27 offers plenty of options for people looking to go either air or liquid cooling, giving you a nice presentation with the optional graphic card mounting for full viewing through the gull-wing window. The View 27 also offers plenty of fitment options for storage, a nice full-length power supply cover to clean everything up, and of course the front panel here also offers a single USB 3, as well as two USB 2.0 ports and HD audio. The Thermaltake View 27 gives a great presentation day or night for people looking to build and make a custom PC, especially one that you can see. Now a quick note on the View 27 is the graphics card being mounted vertically. Do take in consideration that some graphics cards are wider than 2 expansion slots in width, and you want to make sure that it has proper fitment so that way when you mount it vertically, it won't hit the window once installed. To learn more about our Thermaltake View 27, check the full details on our website at thermaltakeusa.com and our social media channels for all news and updates. This is Thermal Mike. Thank you for watching.